Okay, turn me up. They don't want no smoke, I'm in my bag. Bitch, I'm rolling up. They say that shit hot. Hot, bitch, I'm burning up. Yeah, let's talk some business. Ain't no money, I ain't showing up. Don't know how to act. A bunch of country niggas pulling up. Okay, turn me up. Now they say they want that country shit. Okay, now turn me up. Now they see I be that energy. I make them turn me up. Yeah, I know they tryna finish me, but it just turn me up. Turn me up, Jay. Fresh to death on camouflage. Gotta keep a foot up on their necks cause they might sabotage. I ain't come for peace, I brought the mask, bout to terrorize. Step. If you a hating nigga, keep that bullshit to yourself. Get my bop on you niggas. Don't never question if I'm a real nigga. I get a lot for you niggas. Bitch, they thought I was finished, but I got a lot for you niggas. Lil John on them niggas. I'm the bra on them niggas. I'm the hottest in the business. Okay, put me in the mix. I can tell you used to lame niggas that ain't this. Think you coming up a bag, you ain't getting shit. You say wanna fuck, but now she see a nigga lit. Country for life in this bitch. Okay, turn me up. They don't want no smoke, I'm in my bag. Bitch, I'm rolling up. They say that shit hot. Hot, bitch, I'm burning up. Yeah, let's talk some business. Ain't no money, I ain't showing up. Don't know how to act. A bunch of country niggas pulling up. Okay, turn me up. Now they say they want that country shit. Okay, now turn me up. Now they see I be that energy. I make them turn me up. Yeah, I know they tryna finish me, but it just turn me up. Okay, turn me up, yeah. I'm like Block Boy, look alive, look alive. I'm married to that money and I keep her by my side. They thought I wouldn't be shit, so why they face look so surprised. You ain't a real nigga, you just pussy in the skies. Whoa, yeah, look at a nigga now. When I put up to the jeweler, I'ma tell that nigga go and bust it down. Tryna count the money, damn homie, I done lost track of their mind. Turn me up, this that hot shit, it was kinda looking like a drought. I don't do this for the clout, bitch. Okay, turn me up. Do your dance on it. She ain't tryna fuck unless you got some bands on it. Okay, turn me up. Do your dance on it. She ain't tryna fuck unless you got some racks on it. Okay, turn me up. They don't want no smoke, I'm in my bag. Bitch, I'm rolling up. They say that shit hot. Hot, bitch, I'm burning up. Yeah, let's talk some business. Ain't no money, I ain't showing up. Don't know how to act. A bunch of country niggas pulling up. Okay, turn me up. Now they say they want that country shit. Okay, now turn me up. Now they see I be that energy. I make them turn me up. Yeah, I know they tryna finish me, but it just turn me up. Okay, turn me up, Jay. Okay, turn me up. Jay, bitch, I'm rolling up. Bitch, I'm burning up. Jay, I ain't showing up. Jay. They like country need another one. They like country need another.
YouTube, what's good, guys? It's your boy TD, and I'm back again with another live, guys. And today's live is going to be on Week 1 starts and sits. I said what I said. Week 1 starts and sits, guys. Let's go. Football's here tonight. Ain't you excited? Yes, guys, I am excited. So listen, I got my starts and sits. Before I begin, though, let me get to the questions in the chat. Before I begin, I appreciate everybody being here. Let me see who's here. Let me see. We got Arthur Miles. What's going on, Arthur? Arthur says, bro, Week 1, Jawan Johnson or Njoku, half-point PPR. I'm going Njoku. I'm going Njoku over Juwan. I love Juwan, but I got to go Njoku over him. Both of them, you can start them, but if you have to choose between the two, I'm going with Njoku. Next, he says, bruh, flex one, DJ Moore, D-Hop, or Michael Thomas. I'm going D-Hop. If I got to flex out of those three, I like all three of those guys. They are starters, but I'm going with D-Hop over those two guys. You got to start D-Hop. He's an alpha. And also, Arthur says, hey, bruh, appreciate the super chat, too. Appreciate the super chat. He says, bruh, flex one, half PPR, Lockett, Khalil Herbert, or Gibson. Whew, that's a tough one. That's a tough one, bruh. That's a tough one. I like Lockett. I really do like Lockett. Khalil Herbert. I'm going to go with Gibson, bruh. I'm going to go with Gibson. And listen, the reason why I'm going with Gibson is because of the matchup. But you can't go wrong with any of those guys. You cannot go wrong with any of those guys. The best matchup on the table is Gibson. Then Lockett has a good matchup, and then Herbert. But all three of those guys are solid plays. But to me, I'm going with Gibson because Arizona, man, they punt this year. They don't have anybody out there really that trying to play defense other than Budda Baker, right? And then you got a couple other guys out there. So I like Gibson just because of the matchup. But in a week where they wasn't playing Arizona, I would probably tell you to play Khalil Herbert as in week one with me not seeing anybody play. But I'm going with Gibson, bruh, because of the matchup. Appreciate the super chat, bruh. Let me see. The one and only Charlene. What's going on, Charlene? What's going on, sis? I ain't going to call you bruh. I'm going to call you sis. Glad to see you here. She said, looks like it's just you and me. It looked like that at first, didn't it? Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you being here. And guys, if anything going on with the live, let me know. If it's lagging or anything, let me know. Let me know. And she says, it's been 7 months, too long for the NFL season to start. Yes, ma'am. I agree 100% with that. And she's Shivery. What's going on, Shivery? He says, yow, let's go. New season. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And second take, W. Yes, sir, bruh. Let's go. He says, everyone like and sub cutting edge content. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And second take says, what up, Charlene? Yep. And he says, what up, Arthur? He just speaking, showing love in the chat. Shivery, give me the fist bump. What's up, bruh? Yes, sir. And Shivery says, I drafted Kelsey. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a good pick. Don't worry about that, guys. I draft teams. I don't worry about no injuries. Don't worry about that injury. You do what you got to do. Play your backup tight end or work the waiver wire. This is what fantasy football is about. It's not all about computerized players playing and nobody's going to get hurt. You got to be ready to make these moves. That's why I draft the way I draft. I don't draft, I got to have this guy because I got the best team. You got to draft guys where you can finagle them. Second take says Jerick McKinnon or Zay Flowers. Jerick McKinnon or Zay Flowers. I'm going with Zay Flowers over Jerick McKinnon, especially with Odell having a little bit of an injury. All right, let me give me something to drink, guys. Okay. And Charlene says, I have Monty starting tonight. Nothing wrong with that. I like Monty. He's going to get all the goal line carries. You know, Jameer Gibbs will get out in space and get 4 to 5 targets, probably more, but at least 4 to 5 catches, I would say. Not targets, 4 to 5 catches out the backfield. Second take says Gibbs, Walker, ETN, Michael Thomas need 2. I'm going to say Michael Thomas. Now, you know what? I'm gonna go with Kenneth Walker and Michael Thomas. I'm going with Kenneth Walker and Michael Thomas over Gibbs, just because of those two guys that you have up there front. I like Gibbs starting, but not over Walker and Michael Thomas. But no ETN. I'm going with Walker and Michael Thomas. Second take says Tony, 28.5 receiving yards. I'm not touching Kadarius Toney. He hasn't practiced all year, really, so I'm not taking him. Arthur Mouse says, what up? Second take. And second take says, ready for some football. Yes, sir. The one and only Matt Galloway. What's up, bro? He says, y'all comment, and subscribe. Season is here. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, bro. And Chivalry says, Evans or Pat at the tight end. I drafted Kelsey. I'm going with Pat. And Evans, I'm trying to think who is Evans. Is that Evan Ingram? I'm going with Pat. Joey, what's up, bro? He says, TD. Yes, sir. Arthur says, thanks, bro. Anytime, bro. I got you. Appreciate the super chat. And Hector says, Javonte Williams or Samarji P. Ryan. Samarji P. Ryan all day. Now, the only reason why I'm saying that because I need to see the injury. Like, this is the week one. You kind of have to just push your chips out there and let them fall. There's no science to it. You're not the coaches. You haven't got any inside information. So go with your heart, go with your gut, and don't. It doesn't matter. If you lose week one, it doesn't matter. And don't take that the wrong way. I'm not telling you to do something just cause I don't care if I lose. Of course you care, but don't be too hard on yourself. You got to go with your studs, play your studs, and go with what you know through the summer. So I'm going with Samarji because Javonte got a knee injury. Steven Drake, what's up, bro? He says, we are back, bro. Andrews or Higbee. Is that too cute? No, that's not too cute. Andrews or Higbee. I'm going with Andrews all day. I'm not going to fade him. Now, after week one, maybe Higbee might be a target leader because of Cooper Kupp situation, but no, I'm going Andrews all day. And Charlene says, what up, everyone? What's going on, guys? Show her some love, guys. She's the only lady and I got another lady. It's like two of them. They come in and support me. So they're going to be treated real nice because I'm trying to grow in. I want more ladies playing fantasy football. Appreciate you being here, Charlene. Nifty, what's up, bro? He said, yeah, football is back. Yes, sir. And what's going on, Burpee? Glad to see you here, bro. He said, Sky Moore or Michael Thomas. I'm going with Michael Thomas. Now, I like Sky Moore this week, but I'm going to go with Michael Thomas. I like Michael Thomas. He's healthy. Why would I bench him and he's healthy? So, yes, I'm going with Michael Thomas. Let me see here. Okay. All right, guys, let's get started. Okay. G Money says, what's good, TD? What's good, bro? What's good? All right. So let's start with the 49ers and Steelers game. All right. 49ers. Brock Purdy. I'm not getting cute. If you drafted Brock Purdy to be your QB1, don't go to the waiver wire and start somebody over. You drafted him. If you didn't want him, you shouldn't have drafted him. I said what I said. If you didn't want Brock Purdy, you shouldn't have drafted him. So you starting Brock Purdy, CMC, Ayuk, and Debo. Now listen, you can start George Kittle if that's the only tight end you have, but I'm a little bit worried about George Kittle with his hamstring. So if you got a good backup tight end like a Jawan Johnson, then maybe you can pivot from Kittle this week and go to that. But if you don't have that, don't go and get garbage off the waiver wire to try to start it over Kittle. But I just want you to be careful about Kittle because he hasn't practiced in a while. Going over to the Steelers side, Kenny Pickett, I'm starting. Same thing with Brock Purdy. You don't go get cute this week because, who's the best quarterback on the waivers? No, this is your first week. Play Kenny Pickett. I said what I said. Play Kenny Pickett. Najee Harris, I'm playing him. George Pickens, I'm playing him. Deontay Johnson, I'm playing him. And Pat Freiermuth, I'm playing him. Now listen, I'm not big on Deontay Johnson, but I'm not going to draft him and then not play him this week. That don't make sense. So I'm playing George Pickens. And Jaylen Warren, I'm not playing him. If you want to play Jaylen Warren, that's on you. I'm not going to play him. He's a great handcuff. I'm not going to play Jaylen Warren and Najee Harris. Not the first week. I'm not doing it. Now, if I see something different and Jaylen Warren's out there getting a lot of targets and carries, then I'll play him next week. But this week, I'm not going to play him. I'm going to play Najee for sure. But yeah, George Pickens, Deontay Johnson, and Pat Freiermuth. I'm playing all those wide receivers. And you might say, well, that's not enough targets. You don't play fantasy that way. Well, who gonna get the target breakdown? No, you have to play your guy. It could be a Pat Freiermuth game. It could be a Deontay Johnson game. That don't mean George Pickens is a bad pickup. You still have to play him because you drafted him. So don't worry about the divvying up the targets. You can't play fantasy that way. It's about honey touches. You don't know who's gonna get the honey touches. So if you drafted a guy and you draft him in a premium round, you have to go with him. Now, if you got like Deontay Johnson real late, which I doubt that, then you don't have to play certain guys. But most of these guys on the Pittsburgh Steelers, you have to play because they was drafted in the premium round. All right, let's go on to the next game. The next game is the Titans and the Saints. The Titans and the Saints. And listen, starting with the Titans, Ryan Tannehill, you're playing him. Just because it's first week, you don't go to the waiver wire to get trashed. Now, listen, if one of these big-time quarterbacks is out there, you get them. Don't go get no rookie quarterback thinking they got a better matchup. The only guy that I might would pivot, not off of Ryan Tannehill, but I might will go to the waiver wire, and that's for that's later on, is Sam Howell, just because of the matchup. But other than that, I don't care who on the waiver wire as far as quarterbacks. In the Superflex, you automatically playing these guys. So Ryan Tannehill, Derrick Henry, and D-Hop. Now, Treylon Burks, you can play him, or you can wait and see what's going to happen. I think Treylon Burks is going to be fine, but I don't know how much they're going to use him coming off that knee injury, right? They want him to be fully 100%. But D-Hop, you starting him. Derrick Henry, you starting. That's easy. All that. That's easy money. If you want to start Treylon Burks in your flex, I think that's okay, but that's on you. Going over to the Saints is Derek Carr. Yes, I'm starting Derek Carr. Chris Olave, I'm starting him. Michael Thomas, I'm starting him. And Jawan Johnson, I'm starting him. Notice how a lot of players that I didn't draft, I'm still telling you to start them because it's not about that I don't like them. That's not why I get off players. All players are good fantasy players because any of these guys can hit. But it's the guys that I'm choosing not to draft. But if you drafted these guys, don't worry about that. I'm not on them. Chris Olave, you play him. That's easy. You don't even get cute with that. You play him automatically for the rest of the year as long as he's healthy because of where you drafted him at. Michael Thomas, I'm starting him. Jawan Johnson, I'm starting him also. Okay, going on to the Buccaneers and Vikings games. Let's start with the Buccaneers first. Baker Mayfield. Now, he's the guy that you can work the waiver wire for, but I'm not necessarily doing that. I'm starting Baker this week because I don't think the Vikings defense is that good. So I'm starting Baker over a lot of other guys. Not over Sam Howell, but I like Sam Howell a little bit better than Baker, but I also do like Baker. So if you did want to stream a quarterback because you had like a rookie quarterback like CJ Stroud or Bryce Young, you could go get Baker, and I think that would be okay for this week. But it's like I said, there's only a few guys to do that with. Don't do that with your top guys. Mike Evans, I'm starting him. You know that. Chris Godwin, you know that. Rashad White, I'm playing him. And Cade Otton. Now, Cade Otton, that just depends on how deep your tight end league is. If you got Cade Otton and he's your starting tight end, or you had Travis Kelce and you got Cade Otton, that's fine playing Cade Otton. It's okay to play Cade Otton this week. Going over to the Vikings side, Kirk Cousins, Justin Jefferson, Alexander Madison, and Alexander Madison. I'm not high on him, but that doesn't matter. The Buccaneers run defense is really, really good, but you drafted Alexander Madison in the premium round. You have to play him. T.J. Hawkinson and Jordan Addison. You have to play Jordan Addison if you drafted him. Ain't no need to wait this week. Now, listen, if he's just a bench play for you, you got a lot of other really good wide receivers, maybe you don't have to start Jordan Addison. But me, if he's my best wide receiver 3, I'm rolling him out there. I'm not even going to try to get cute because he's a rookie. All right, let's go on to the Cardinals and Commanders game. And this is a fantasy party game. This is what I call a fantasy party, especially for the Commanders. So let's go knock out the Cardinals. I'm not playing no Dobbs. I'm not playing no Clayton Tune. That's garbage. Go to the waiver wire if you got a Cardinals quarterback or whatever. You got to work the waiver wire, but you shouldn't have that. But James Conner, Marquise Brown, I'm not high on him, but hey, he is a starter. He is quote unquote the number 1. And then Trey Bryant. Yes, the top is Trey Bryant. I'm starting Trey Bryant. I feel good about Trey Bryant this week. Going to the Commanders, I'm getting the bus and I'm picking them all up and say, let's go play. And that's Sam Howell, Antonio Gibson, Jahan Dotson, Terry McLaurin. Even if he starts and plays, I'm playing Terry McLaurin and Brian Robinson. I'm rolling all those guys out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, let's go on to the Bengals Browns game. The Bengals. Joe, I'm starting Joe. Even though he has a little injury going on and he's over, still start. You got Joe Burrow. Jamar Chase. That's the Irv Smith. I think you can get a better tight end right now. We got to wait and see. Browns, Nick Chubb, Deshaun Watson. Amari Cooper, David Njoku, and if you need to start a lot more, I think more will be fine. He's slow to I see a big game from. All right, moving on to the Panthers and Falcons. And wait a minute, before I get to the Panthers Falcons, let me see what kind of comments I got here. Let me see. Charlene says, okay, come on, quit tripping. It won't let me, my comments is not popping up. Okay, guys, I'm sorry about that. Hopefully that wasn't a bad pause or anything. I'm sorry. I apologize about that. Let me see. Okay. Let me see where we was at. I seen. Okay, Charlene says, I seen what I seen. That's her saying. I seen what I seen. And G Money says, I'm thinking about playing Anthony Richardson over Deshaun Watson. There's nothing wrong, bro. Go trust your gut. To me, I'm gonna roll out Deshaun Watson first and see what Anthony Richardson does. But there's nothing wrong with what you're saying. I'm not gonna say you crazy. Don't do that. That's not nothing that I would say. Nah, that's crazy, bro. If you want to do that, bro. It's first week. Go with your gut. Go down with the ship. Aiden, what's going on, Aiden? He says in a 16-man league, Adam Thielen logged a DNP after a limited yesterday. Yes. Do you think he plays? If not, bench. If not, my bench has MVS, Deion Jackson, Tank, or maybe injured Judy. So if Adam Thielen does not play, if he plays, if he's out there, I'm playing. If he's because out of these guys so far. But I will say this. If he doesn't play, I like Tank. If he doesn't play, I like Tank. I forgot Tank Dale. I don't think that's Tank Bigsby. I don't think that's Tank. I think that's Tank Dale. I like Tank Dale. And going forward, bro, you need to be trying to make sure Tank Dale might push Adam Thielen out of your starting role. Because I like Tank Dale. He's going to get better and better and better. So you don't drop no Tank after week 1. But I would say if he does not play, I'm going with Tank over Deion Jackson. Now listen, Deion Jackson is a starting running back for the Colts. But this offense doesn't look that great. So if you wanted to go with Deion Jackson, most people would tell you to go with Deion Jackson because that's the safe play. To me, Tank Dale, with them playing against the Baltimore Ravens, I think Tank can get a lot of targets because they will be behind. So to me, that tells me that a lot of targets can go to Tank. But Deion Jackson, if they get down, he's not going to get a lot of carries and stuff. But he's still a safe play. He's the quote-unquote starting running back. So I want to let you know that. There's nothing wrong with going to Deion. But I would say I like Tank personally. Dollar Bill says, bruh, yes, sir. And Charlene says, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. Yes, ma'am. And Ali Baba said, what's good, bruh? What's good with you? And Charlene says, Kelsey is out. Yes, I heard he was out. Kelsey is out. So you got to go find a tight end. And he says, I'm starting Juwan instead of Kelsey. There's nothing wrong with that. I love Juwan Johnson. That's a great start. Trey says 4 PPR start running backs for week 1. Miles Sanders versus Atlanta or Allen Madison versus Tampa Bay or Rashad White versus Minnesota. I'm going to go with Miles Sanders in this situation. You know what? I like Miles. Let me go with Rashad. I'm going with Rashad White. It's close. Miles Sanders is going to get 20 carries. But Rashad White going to – so if this is 4 PPR, I would say Rashad White. Go with Rashad White, bro. Excuse me. It's close, though. And your devil, what's going on, bro? He says flex, LaPorta, Noah Gray, or Bateman. Bateman all day. Bateman all day over those guys. Now, LaPorta might be nice, but we'll find out tonight. But I'm not going to tell you to play LaPorta over Bateman. I can't do that. King, what's going on? He said, you think this trade will go through? So usually I don't do trades on the live, but let me see what I can do, bro. Usually I only do that for the dollar, at least $1 membership tier. But let me see what I can do for you, King. He says Kirk Cousins, Kyle Pitts, T. Higgins, Jordan Addison for Aaron Rodgers, Darren Waller, A.J. Brown. So what side do I like? I'm going to go with both sides are good. I'm going to go with the Aaron Rodgers side. I like the Aaron Rodgers side. Okay, he says talk to receivers the bar week. Okay, yeah, I got you. Bro, I got to get through the chat. I appreciate you being here, though. I appreciate you being here. Usually I can't do the long lives. It just takes the long questions on the live. It just take too long if you're not a member. And I only do it for the members because they paying money. He says, I have Lamar also half-point PPR. Yes. Yeah, Lamar is a great quarterback. A trusted voice. Thank you, Frog. Thank you. Thank you. And Jenna, what's going on, Jenna? Start David Montgomery or Kirk? I'm going to say, so that should be Christian Kirk. That's a good one. I'm going to go with David Montgomery. I'm going with David Montgomery. Bridget, she says, live looks good. No freezing. Thank you. Thank you, Bridget. Glad to see you here. Javier, what's going on, Javier? He says, start Christian Watson, Montgomery, or Pittman. Half PPR. Start Christian Watson, Montgomery, or Pittman. If Christian Watson is 100% healthy, they're not saying that it's lagging. It's not really a game time decision. Then it's Christian Watson. But if you think he's hurt, then I probably would go with Montgomery over Pittman. Okay, so let me go. Let me get to the rest of this before we move on. I was on the Panthers and the Falcons. So, Panthers, Miles Sanders, starting him, Hayden Hurst, and Adam Thielen. If Adam Thielen doesn't play, then I'm not. I mean, if he ain't active, I'm not going to play him, right? So, I would say, Adam Thielen is only if he's healthy. Falcons, B. John, Drake London, Kyle Pitts. I'm playing them all day. Right? I'm waiting on Desmond Ridder. If I can go and get a Baker Mayfield or Sam Howell over Desmond Ridder, I'm willing to do that. All right, going on to the Texans and Ravens. Texans, Dameon Pierce, I'm starting. Now, C.J. Stroud, I like him, but like I said, this first week, I'd rather start a Baker Mayfield off waivers or Sam Howell over a C.J. Stroud. I need to see it first. He's a rookie. So Dameon Pierce, Nico Collins, and Dalton Schultz. Those are the guys that I'm starting on this offense. And I will start Tank Dell if I have to. Ravens, I'm getting the bus and loading them up. This is another fantasy party. This is what I call a fantasy party. Let's go to the party. Lamar Jackson going to the party. J.K. Dobbins, Zay Flowers, Rashad Bateman, Mark Andrews. If Odell practices, if his injury is okay, you feel great about it. Ain't no lie. They say he can't run. If they say anything like that, don't pick him. But I'm playing all these guys. Reason why is first week. You can't leave a player out there, then he boom. You like, well, actually it was Rashad Bateman over Zay. Then you fade Zay. All right, it was Zay Flowers over all of them. Play all. If you got any of those guys, you play them. You got Lamar Jackson, you know that. But J.K. Dobbins, Zay Flowers, Rashad Bateman, Mark Andrews, Odell, you play them. It's the first week. You got to play them all. It's kind of like Russian, like the roulette table. You got to put them all out there because you don't know what number's going to fall on. Then after that, then you can kind of like, you know what, I'm only going to put it on this number and that number. But you got to at least see 1 week first. All right. Guys, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. This is cutting edge content. Okay. Let's go on to the Jags and Colts. Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence. I'm playing him. Travis Etienne. If you drafted him, you got to play him. I'm not high on him, but if you drafted him, you got to play him. Calvin Ridley. Christian Kirk. You're playing those guys all day. Colts. Anthony Richardson. You're playing them all day. If that's who your quarterback is, that's fine. You can play him. Don't get cute and try to sit him for no Sam Howell. Go ahead and play Anthony Richardson if you drafted him. Alec Pierce, I'm playing him. Michael Pittman, I'm playing him. Now, listen, if you got Deion Jackson and you need to play Deion Jackson, that's on you. You can play Deion Jackson. To me, I'm not playing him. I'm not going to the waiver. I don't need to go to Deion Jackson. I got plenty of other running backs that I can play. So that's why I don't have him as a starter. But listen, if you had Jonathan Taylor and you handcuffed him with Deion Jackson, then go ahead and play him with Deion Jackson. All right, Packers and Bears. Packers. I'm playing Jordan Love. I'm playing A.J. Dillon. I'm playing Aaron Jones. The reason why I'm playing both of those guys because you don't know who. They both could be fantasy valuable. You don't know who's going to get the carry. So I'm playing. Don't feel bad if you got A.J. Dillon. Don't feel bad if you got Aaron Jones. You play both of them. Jordan Love, even if Christian Watson and Romeo Dobbs miss, you still got to kind of play Jordan Love unless you can pivot and go to Sam Howell just for this week if none of his top wide receivers play. But if one of those guys play, I'm still going to play Jordan Love. So Christian Watson, Romeo Dobbs, I'm starting them if they play and they healthy. Now, if they say they limited, I'm not going to play them if they limited. I don't want to play because you should have another guy that you can play if they limited. Bears. The only guys that I'm playing is Justin Fields, Khalil Herbert, DJ Moore, and Cole Kmet. Those are the only guys that I'm playing. Justin Fields, Khalil Herbert, DJ Moore, and Cole Kmet. All right. So we got a couple more games. Let me get to the chat. Jill says, yeah, it's tough because really Ingram back. I think I like Montgomery also. Yes. Yep. Really is fine. You playing really over Montgomery. And I'm pretty sure you talking about like Calvin Ridley. I think that's who you're talking about. So, but yeah. But Ingram, I'm playing Montgomery over Ingram, if that's the question. DeAndre says, what's good? NFL season, baby. I'm starting Tony in my flex. Okay, I like that. That's fine if you need to do that. Lions' third worst defense versus the number 2 wide receiver last year, and Tony number 2. Mahomes too good and Thursday night at home. I'm just worried about Tony injury. They might not go out there and play him a lot. That's the only thing that worries me. Jack, what's going on, Jack? He says, yo, Sky Moore, Devontae Smith. I like Sky Moore, but I'm not going to play him over these big-time studs, and Devontae Smith is a big-time stud. I like Sky. I think Sky is a wide receiver 3, borderline wide receiver 2 on certain teams in 16-team leagues. He could be a wide receiver 2. But when it comes to Devontae Smith, you cannot sit Devontae Smith for no Sky Moore. You can't do it. G Money says, I like Montgomery. I like Montgomery too. Especially against Chiefs with no Chris Jones. Hector, what's going on, Hector? Hector says, which one of these running backs do you like? Deion Jackson. I was saying Deion Jones. I think, yeah, but Deion Jackson, Devon A. Train with Sean Johnson, Sean Tucker, or Tajay Spears. I'm going to go with Sean Tucker. Now, listen. Far as just starting to get points, it's got to be Deion Jackson. But I don't think he's going to be the starter that long. So if you need points this week and you have to start somebody, it's Deion Jackson, and it's easy. But as far as who's the guy that I think can get fantasy valuable, going for a long stretch in fantasy football, I think Sean Tucker can. But right now, this week, today, and you got to set your lineup going into Sunday, is Deion Jackson because he's the starting running back for the Colts. BJB 44. What's up, bro? He says McKinnon or Jacoby Myers, 14-man, 1-point PPR. I'm going Jacoby Myers. And 1-point PPR. Ian Taylor says, what up, man? You buying the Gibbs hype? Yes, but not I wouldn't say top 12, but I think he's a top 24 running back. I think he's startable. I think he's a RB2. I don't think he's an RB1. I don't think he's a top 12 guy. If he was, I wouldn't be surprised because they might just pepper him with a lot of targets with Jameson Williams being out. So what I'm saying, if I'm not buying the hype, that don't mean I don't think the guy is good. I just don't think he's not Bijan Robinson. Bijan Robinson, yeah, he's top 5 running back to me, if you ask me, potential. I don't think Gibbs has top 5 running back potential. That's just me, though. MP, there you go. What's up, bro? He said, what up? Been a minute. It is, bro. It is. And Javier says, Christian Watson hasn't practiced for 2 days straight. Do you think I should start Montgomery or trust in Christian Watson to get healthy? To me, I wouldn't try if you like I like Montgomery. I wouldn't try to make Christian Watson beat out Montgomery. I would try to put Montgomery in my lineup and put Christian Watson against another player. Excuse me. So I get what you're saying. The safe answer, brother, is to play Montgomery tonight. Christian Watson has a lot of boom, and he has an injury. So the odds say 65% say go with Montgomery in my mind. Christian Watson is too, that's a lot of volatile. So I wouldn't try to make Christian Watson be against Montgomery because I'm going with Montgomery. If I have to choose between those two guys with Christian Watson missing 2 days of practice, then I'm going with Montgomery. But maybe I would try to go to my wide receiver 3 or my flex play. And maybe those are your 2 flex guys and the rest of the guys are studs. So I get it. So if that's the case, or these are the only 2 guys that are kind of your flex play guys, then I would say go with Montgomery. Don't wait for Christian Watson and then you have to go to the waiver wire and get trash. But Christian Watson is worth waiting on if you have other players that Montgomery was better than. Javier said he has a hamstring injury. He does. MP says, would you start Tony over or Sky Moore? I'm starting Sky Moore over Tony this week until I see Tony be healthy. Charlene says, I'm waiting for managers to drop. Oh, wait a minute. I'm waiting for managers to drop players because they get pissed off the first week blues. Yes, they do. That's why don't get mad and drop players. Be patient. MP says, what you think of Tony Pollard and Stephon Diggs as my core duo? I love that. I love especially Tony. I like Tony Pollard, and Diggs is going to get hyper targeted. That's easy. MP says, I'm hoping Pollard goes off, and I think he'll have a good season. Now the Giants got a decent defense, but I still think Pollard is a top 12 running back easy. He has top 5 potential if he stays healthy. All right, let's finish these games out. All right, Eagles and Patriots. Eagles, Jalen Hurts, you know that. Now listen, this week, just for the first week, I'm starting Kenneth Gainwell and DeAndre Swift. If you got Kenneth Gainwell, you start him. If you got DeAndre Swift and you need to start him, you start him. You can't. Now, if you don't have to start these guys, you got better players, then you do it. These guys are not optimal primal starts. But if you like, hey, man, that's the best running back that I got, then you start him. But if you got a better running back, you don't have to. Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown, you know that. New brother in town, A.J. Brown. You know that. You start him. And Dallas Goedert, you starting him too. Patriots, I'm only starting 2 guys. And that's Ramondre Stevenson and Juju. Matt Jones, I'm not going to the waiver wires for a rookie for him, but I'm not starting him over Sam Howell. I'm starting Sam Howell over him this week. That's just me. Until I see him beat a optimal team. All right, Rams and Seahawks. Rams. Matthew Stafford. He's like I said, I ain't going to the waiver wire to start anybody over him. Would I start Sam Howell over him? Maybe if I wanted to get cute. It's getting cute, but it's okay. I get it because Sam Howell has a great matchup. But Matthew Stafford is still a solid start. Cam Akers, yes, I like Cam Akers. Tyler Higbee, I like Tyler Higbee. And Tutu Atwell. Now, a lot of people say, what about Van Jefferson? I like Tutu. Listen, I'm going down with the ship. If I'm wrong, Van Jefferson end up being the best one, then I'll come back and I'll tell y'all that I'm wrong. I'm going with Tutu Atwell. Tutu Atwell is my guy. So if you want to start Van Jefferson, there's nothing wrong with that. Me, I'm going with Tutu. All right, see how Gino, you starting him. DK, Tyler Lockett, you starting him. And Kenneth Walker. I'm not starting Jackson Smith and Jigba this week. I need to see how that injury is with his wrist. Okay. Moving on to the next game. Dolphins and Chargers. The Dolphins. Tua, I'm starting. I love Tua. Fantasy party. It's a fantasy party. Fantasy party. Yes. Tua, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Water, and Raheem Mostert. I'm starting those guys, and that's easy. Chargers. Justin Herbert. I'm starting these guys. Justin Herbert. Austin Eckler. Yes, Austin Eckler. Yes, Austin Eckler. And Mike Williams and Keenan Allen. I'm not starting the rookie. I can't think of his name right now. I'm not starting the rookie. What is his name? But those are the guys that I'm starting. Going on to the Raiders and Broncos. Raiders. Jimmy is another guy that I'm not going to the waivers, but somehow you play Sam Howell over because of this tough defense in Broncos. But other than that, don't go to the waivers and start rookies over him. So I would say Devontae Adams, Jimmy G, Josh Jacobs, and what's old boy name? Somebody just asked me that about him. Jacoby Myers. I'm sorry. Jacoby Myers. Jacoby Myers you can start him. Going over to the Broncos, Samaje Perine is a start. Cortland Sutton is a start. Greg Dulcich is a start. And Marvin Mims is a start. And if you want to start Russell, it's okay to start Russell. Like I said, would you want to go to Sam Howell over him? That's getting a little cute because Russell could have a nice game, but Sam Howell has such an optimal matchup. You can go Sam Howell with some of your later tier quarterbacks if you want to. It's getting a little cute when you get to Russell, but you can do that. Okay. Going on to the Cowboys and Giants. Cowboys, Dak Prescott, you starting him. Tony Pollard, you starting him. CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Cooks. Going on to the Giants, Daniel Jones, Saquon Barkley, Darren Waller, and my guy, Jalen Hyatt. Now, listen, a lot of you don't have to start Jalen Hyatt if you want to, but again, I'm going down with the ship, like I said about Tutu. So I'm okay with starting Jalen Hyatt. I'm starting Jalen Hyatt if he's like my wide receiver 3 and he's my best flex with the most boom because I'm looking for boom. So going on to the Bills and Jets. Before we get to the Chiefs and Lions, Bills and Jets. Josh Allen for the Bills, you know that. James Cook, I'm starting James Cook. Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis. I'm not starting Dalton Kincaid. If you want to start Dalton Kincaid, that's on you. But I'm not. I need to see it first. I need to see one game. You should have a better tight end than him to start week 1. The Jets, Aaron Rodgers, Dalvin Cook, Garrett Wilson, and listen, if you want to, you can start Tyler Conklin. If you had Travis Kelce and you need to go to the waivers and get Tyler Conklin, that's fine. Tyler Conklin would be okay to start. All right, let's get to the Chiefs. So the Chiefs, Pat Mahomes all day. I'm starting Pat Mahomes. Jerick McKinnon with Travis Kelce being out. If you want to start Jerick McKinnon, you can start Jerick McKinnon. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, no, I'm not. I'm not probably gonna start him. You could. That's getting real cute. But if you're in a deep league and you got him as a flex play, you can. But that's getting cute starting Clyde. Sky Moore, I'm starting. I'm actually starting MVS over Tony. The reason why, guys, I'm pushing Tony down, I don't know if he's going to come out there and be an alpha. I don't know if his ceiling is good enough for you to start him. So I'd rather start MVS over Kadarius Toney. Going to the Lions, I'm starting Jared Goff. You know that. I'm starting Amon-Ra St. Brown. I'm starting Jahmyr Gibbs. And I'm starting David Montgomery. And the next guy that I think is a sleeper this week is Khalif Raymond. That's none of my Tutu Atwell guys. I like Khalif Raymond. I'm playing Khalif Raymond tonight. Okay. So, all right, let me get to the comments. Okay, let me see. Jack Booz, what's up, bruh? He was like, what's up? And he says, Gibbs tonight or Sanders. I'm going to go with Sanders, bruh. I'm going with Sanders. It's close, but I'm going with Sanders. Jack says, also Dalvin Cook or Jamal Williams. I'm going with Dalvin Cook for week 1. I'm going with Dalvin Cook. Nifty, he says, we taking down your Cowgirls this Sunday, bruh. Hey, you right. You're right. I'm not biased. I'm on the Giants this year. Giants is the optimal team. The Giants one of the best teams in the NFL. I said what I said. The Giants one of the best teams in the NFL. So, hey, y'all, you probably right, bruh. I like my Cowboys, though. We don't suck, but we ain't better than the Giants. That's just me. Guys, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content. Jake, what's going on, bruh? Life and sports talk with Jake. Jake says, I got my guy, St. Brown, tonight. Yes, sir. You know I love St. Brown. He's the number 1 wide receiver in the NFL. That's my bold prediction. Now, I'm not drafting him over Justin Jefferson, But I did draft him over Jamar Chase in a couple drafts. Not all the time, but in a couple drafts, I did get cute. That's got cute. I got cute. He said he's gonna have a hell of a year. Yes, sir. I've been saying it. I've been saying it all year. Number one wide receiver for me for his bold prediction. And I don't really believe it's bold. It's just one of my takes. He says people sleeping on him. I agree. He's going to lead the league in targets. I agree. I said what I said. He right. You preaching, bro. Well, your offering play that. Boofy, what's up, bro? He said, should I drop Marquise Brown in a 10-team PPR for the upside in Kadarius Toney, or grab Higbee so I can trade one of Njoku or Waller? He said, should I drop Marquise Brown in a 10-team league PPR for the upside in Kadarius Toney? You can, but it's getting cute. And that's later in the season. If you got a good enough team, bro, where you don't need Marquise Brown to start for you because you got a strong team, which you should because you got a 10-team league, or you says, or to grab Higbee so I can trade one of the Njoku or Waller. I wouldn't don't pick up Higbee. I think Njoku or Waller is going to be better than Higbee. Waller especially, Njoku too. Njoku is going to be better than Higbee. But as far as the Marquise Brown and the Kadarius Toney, I do like Kadarius Toney over Marquise Brown, but this is not going to happen immediately. Immediately, Marquise Brown is going to get more targets than him this week. For the first 2 to 3 weeks, Marquise Brown is going to be fine. But if Kadarius Toney stays healthy, If Kadarius Toney stays healthy, hey, it's going to be a great move, especially in the 10-team league. So don't worry about. I know Higbee looks nice, man, because of what's going on with Cooper Kupp. Don't drop no Njoku or Waller. You got the sauce with those two guys. I love those two tight ends. Look what people going through now with Kelsey. So if you get rid of those guys, one of those guys, I mean, they could be a top 5 guy. So I would keep him. Aladdin, what's up, bro? He says McKinnon or Mike Williams, half-point PPR, pick one in the flex. I'm going with Mike Williams, especially half-point PPR. I'm going with Mike Williams, that touchdown upside. Brady, what's up, bro? He says Herbert or Russ. Herbert all day. Herbert. Jake, Life and Sports Talk with Jake. What's good, bro? You know, I ain't forgot your name. I'm going to still call you Life and Sports Talk with Jake. He says, no Kelsey today. Still think it can be a high-scoring affair with Lions and Chiefs. Yeah, you got Pat Mahomes out there, the Wizard. That's my nickname for him, the Wizard. So he can make stuff happen, bro. Abracadabra. So, yeah, it still could be a high-scoring affair. B. Silver, there you go. What's up, bro? He says, how do you feel starting Noah Gray tonight? No, sir. I'm not starting on Noah Gray. Too many good tight ends. You got Luke Musgrave. You got Juwan Johnson. You got Greg Dotridge. I'm not starting on Noah Gray. Now, listen. Did that make me right? Because I'm saying, no. It don't make me right. If you want to do that, that's on you, bro. That's on you. You do. I always tell y'all guys, I'm just giving advice. You ain't got to listen to what I'm saying. But I'm not. Ain't no way in the world you could pay me to start on Noah Gray. He says, drop him for Luke Musgrave. Yes, I'll drop him for Luke Musgrave, and I will play Musgrave, McBride, or Everett over him. Full PPR. Also, is Alec Pierce a bench hold? Yes, he is. He's a great bench hold. Jaden Reed, Tutu, Michael Wilson, Calvin Austin available. I think Alec Pierce at this point is better than Tutu, Michael Wilson, Calvin Austin, and Jaden Reed, because you know I like all those guys. But right now, Alec Pierce is a better play than all those guys. And I love Tutu, but I still think Alec Pierce is a better play. B. Silver says 10-team. Yes, I see. I still think Alec Pierce is a better play. And Jake says, do not drop Eric for Noah Gray. No, I agree with you, bro. And Buff Panda, what's up, Buff Panda? What's up, bro? He says, been watching you since last year. Salute to you, brother. Thank you, Buff Panda. Appreciate that, bro. Guys, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content. Ryan says, McKinnon, Deion Jackson, Lazard, Flowers, or Van Jefferson. Pick one. PPR. So pick one. I'm going to go with Flowers. I'm going with Flowers. That's going down with the ship. Deion Jackson is a starting running back. McKinnon is going to play tonight because of Travis Kelce injury. I'm still going with Flowers, especially with Odell Beckham having a little bit of an injury. Something coming up with him with an injury. Thank you, Charlene. Yes, Quentin Johnson, wide receiver Chargers. Thank you, Charlene. That's who it was. Yes. I'm not playing Quentin Johnson. But listen, if you want to play him, you can. But I'm not playing him. He's a sit for this week. Thank you, Charlene. Total Chad. Total Chad. He said Saquon is still awesome. Yes, sir. Saquon is a beast. Saquon is a beast. King, what's up? He says Kyle Pitts or Darren Waller. That's a tough one, bro. But I'm gonna go with Darren Waller. That's two. That's my 2 and 3 tight end this year. Number 1 is Travis Kelce. Number 2 is Darren Waller. Number 3 was Kyle Pitts. Darren Waller. I love Darren Waller. He said Tony is a smelly turd. He's gonna be fine, bro. He just need to get off the injury stuff. He needs to take care of his body. That's all he needs to do that. Frog Midas. He said sign Mike Thomas, cut Ingram. Yes. Sign Mike Thomas, cut Ingram. Yes. Charlene says Bellinger will be a thorn to Waller. I don't think so. No way. No way. I think you're missing this one, Charlene. You're missing this one total. Waller's like a wide receiver for them. He's not really playing tight end. Bellinger's going to get touches and catches and touchdowns, but that's not going to hurt Waller. Waller going to get way more targets than Bellinger. Bellinger's just going to be there for the disguise. Oh, they going to Waller. They going to Waller. No, they didn't. Went to Bellinger. That's what Bellinger is. That doesn't hurt Waller to me. That's like saying Kadarius Toney going to hurt Travis Kelce when he get a touchdown, when Travis Kelce's help. No, that's just because y'all was already on Travis Kelce, so we gave you a little bit of smoke and mirrors and threw it to Toney. Ain't nowhere throughout the whole season, ain't nowhere in the world Bellinger going to be beating a Waller. I heard a couple people say that. A couple people said that. A couple guys I know said that. I'm like, no way, guys. No way. Tony Chan says Hollywood over Toney. Yes, I will go Hollywood over Toney as in right now. And Toney proved that he's healthy. Boofy says, thanks, man. Anytime, bro. Anytime I got you. Thank you for tuning in. Total Chad says, Toney, yes. And B. Silver says, now that you're talking about the Giants, who's going to stand out for the Giants receivers? Is it just Darren Waller's show? No, it's going to be Jalen Hyatt, too. Darren Waller, Jalen Hyatt, and the other guys is going to have good games, too. Daniel Jones is one of the best quarterbacks in the league. I said what I said. Daniel Jones is going to ball out this year. So all those guys are going to be fantasy valuable at certain times. KJ, what's up, bro? What's going on with you? KJ says, what's good, bro? Do you think David Montgomery and J.K. Dobbins can outperform their ADP this year? J.K. Dobbins, I think he's being perfectly picked at his ADP. I really do, because he got Lamar Jackson, and this is a throwing team now. He might catch more passes. If he catches more passes, yes, he will outperform his ADP. But if you think he's just going to run the ball and be a top rush for 1,600 yards or 1,400 yards, I don't think so. But if he catch passes, if he catch 60 to 70 passes, yeah, he's going to outperform his ADP. David Montgomery, yes, he's going to outperform his ADP because he's going to be the goal line running back. And this offense is going to be efficient, even with Jameson Williams being out. Total Chance says, John's receivers is Hopkins, bro. Hopkins is good, but he ain't better than Jalen Hyatt. Remember, I said it here. Hold me accountable. Hold me accountable. Jalen Hyatt is better than Hopkins. Hopkins is going to be good. Hodgins is going to be good. But Jalen Hyatt is the deep threat guy, the boom guy. I play for booms. I don't play for the safe points. I need that boom. I need that 30 point, 40 point, 30 point, 40 points. 30 point, 40 point. That's what I need. Total Chance says he would be the team leader in all categories. I don't think so. I disagree with her, but I respect your opinion. Hunter Johnson, what's going on, bro? He says pick 2, T. Higgins, Amari Cooper, Jahmyr Gibbs. I'm not big on T. Higgins, so I'm going to go with Amari Cooper. I respect T. Higgins, but I'm not big on him in fantasy. I'm going to go with Amari Cooper. You know what, bro? I want to say T. Higgins, man, but I'm going to go with Jahmyr Gibbs, but it's close. Amari Cooper, easy. But T. Higgins and Jahmyr Gibbs is close. If you want to, if it's 4-point PPR, whoo, it's tough, bro. It's tomato. It's tomato. I'm gonna say Jahmyr Gibbs this week. I'm gonna say Jahmyr Gibbs this week, but it's close. You could go with either one. If you drafted T. Higgins where you drafted him, you probably need to go with T. Higgins. Go with the best draft, whoever you drafted first, because you don't want to draft in vain, right? You don't want to get too cute where you're trying to put everybody against everybody. Go with you don't sit your 1, 2, 3, and 4th round picks. You never sit those guys unless it's like late in the season, they're garbage. KJ says, do you think Zeke can have a LeGarrette Blount type of year this year for the Patriots? No. I think he could get 7 to 8 rushing touchdowns. I think he could be solid. I think he could get 600 to 700 yards rushing. I think he could have a solid season in real life. I don't think he's going to be fantasy valuable. I wouldn't want to trust it. I think he's going to have a low floor. But if anything happened to Ramondre, if anything happened to Ramondre, that's the only time I like Zeke. Untamed Music. What's up, bro? He says Scott or Terry. I'm going to go with Sky Moore over Terry McLaurin because of the injury, because I like Jahan Dotson this week. Not just because I like Jahan, but Terry with that injury. So I'm going to say Sky Moore this week. This week, I'm going to say Sky. Great question. Great to see you here, Untamed Music. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, guys. It's cutting edge content. Frog Mighty says, deport Isaiah Simmons or Travarius. I'll probably go with Delp over Isaiah Simmons and Travarius Ward. I'll probably go with Delp. Great question. That's an IDP question. He tried me. Total Chance says, body blue, raised arms. Yes, sir. And King says, Aaron Rodgers or Geno. I'm going with Geno this week. Let me make sure. Yeah, I'm going with Geno Smith. I'm going with Geno. Nifty says Waller getting like 10 targets a game, Charlene. He is, Charlene. You off on that one. Now, I could be wrong. I know you know fantasy, but Waller, you comparing Darren Bellinger to Waller? Nah. I can't do that. And Travis Elder says Sutton or Mostert in the flex. Woo, that's a good one. I'm gonna go with Mostert. That's close. Sutton gonna get some targets. He's gonna get 8 targets this game at least, because there's no Jerry Jeudy out there. So I'm gonna go with Mostert. I'm gonna go with the running back in this high octane offense. Cameron B, what's up, Cameron? He says Zay Flowers or Elijah Moore as a flex in week 1 for PPR. I'm going with Zay over Elijah Moore right now. I'm going with Zay. I love Zay. Untamed Music says Juju or Raheem. I'm going with Raheem over Juju. Juju is a good start this week, but I'm going with Raheem. Raheem the Dream. KJ says everybody hit the like button. Yes, hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. Hey, guys, let me know how many likes I got. I'm not watching it. Let me know how many likes I got. Angelo, what's up, bro? He says pick 2 full PPR. Jordan Addison, Antonio Gibson, Tony or Breach. I'm going Antonio Gibson this week. I'm going with Antonio Gibson this week. Hudson, what's up, Hudson? What's up, bro? He says pick 2 full PPR. Sky, London, or Sutton. I'm going with London. You can't get cute. I like Sky. He ain't proved that you can bitch him. He hasn't proved that you can bitch London for him. So I'm going with London all day. London Sutton is close, but I'm still going with London over Sutton and Sky. I'm going with London this week. But listen, that's a great question. Those 3 guys are really good plays this week. All 3 of them. Chuff Me. What's up, Chuff Me? He says Cooper Kupp, Gabe Davis, Van Jefferson for Austin Eckler, Darnell Mooney, Washington DST. Worth trade if I have Cooper side. I usually don't do trades. Again, I'm starting out, so I'm going to kind of be a little bit gracious, right? But this year, guys, you have to sign up for at least the rookie membership for me to do like a trade question in the live chat. Because usually that just take a little bit of time. I have to sit there and kind of like think about it, especially when there's a lot of guys. But if it's a quick trade, I don't mind. But he says Cooper Kupp, Gabe Davis, Van Jefferson for Austin Eckler, Darnell Mooney, Washington D. If I have the Cooper side. You got the Cooper side, right? So you're trying to get Austin Eckler. I don't know your team, what you already got. To me, I would just hold on to Cooper Kupp. If you weak at running backs, bro, and you got a lot of good wide receivers and you don't really need Cooper Kupp, there's nothing wrong with going to get Austin Eckler because Austin Eckler is a top 5 potential running back. So I get it. It's all in what you need to do, bro. Is Sky Moore a play tonight with Kelsey out? Yes, he is. He's a play tonight. He is a play tonight. Kevin B says, Zay all day. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Chuck Me says, only downside is all I would have is Calvin Ridley, Jordan Addison, ODJ. Should I hold out with Cooper? Yes, I will hold out because you ain't got all you got is Calvin Ridley. You got to wait till Jordan Addison break out first. Now, if Jordan Addison breaks out, then you can go ahead and make that move. So you gave me a little bit of context. Again, guys, make sure you sign up for one of the membership tiers. Make sure if you want to support the channel, you want to make sure your questions get answered. He says 24 right now. Okay, 25, 24 right now. Thank you. Thank you, Chuck Me. I see what it is. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. Fraud Minor says, thank you. Peace. Yeah, anytime, bro. And B Silver says, Gibbs listed as the Lions may limit him tonight to conserve him for the season. I've been saying that. That's why I'm listen, but I got to give some context to him though, because I know who he is. That's why I've been on David Montgomery. I told y'all this all season long. Y'all like, why you don't talk about Jahmyr Gibbs? Because you're not going to bell cow him out like that when he's a pass catching back and he's smaller. He's smaller. That's why I say I'm not big. Now B John is different. B John is a phenom type. His body, he take care of his body. He's big. He's great. But Jahmyr Gibbs is like maybe like an Austin Eckler. He's like he's kind of like an Austin Eckler. You know, he can get hurt, but he's great in the pass game. Great in the pass game. He's might be even better than B John in the pass game. He's really good in the pass game. He says, did you mention he's prone to injury in your previous video? I did, B Silver. Yes. Yep. I did. That's why I've been on David Montgomery and I've been telling people, TD, what are you talking about, man? David Montgomery, I ranked David Montgomery over Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs was never on my top 10, top 12 rankings. Now, is he good? Yes. But I didn't draft him not one time this year because I wasn't drafting him at the ADP. He was going too early. I'm not drafting him over no David Montgomery, over no Nick Chubb. Travis Looney, what's up, bro? That's my homie right there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, bro, your babies look just like you, bro. Notice I'm looking at the picture right now. Your babies look just like you. Spit them out, bro. Drew D, what's up, Drew? He says Keenan Allen, Godwin, or Aaron Jones, pick one, PPR, 4-man league. Pick one? That's Keenan Allen all day. Keenan Allen all day. Yes, sir. Keenan Allen. You got to play Keenan Allen early, too, because he's very volatile. D-Line, he says, what's popping? What's popping, bro? D-Line, what's up, bro? He says, Gibbs is Swift. Monty is Williams. Yeah, but I don't think Gibbs is – look, Swift can run the ball. He's just fragile. Like Swift is if Swift didn't have no injury, he'd be the best running back in the league. I said what I said. If Swift didn't have injury history, he'd be one of the best running backs in the league. Guys, if you look at his per carry, he on some Barry Sanders type stuff. Like Swift is extremely gifted, but his injuries, he always stay injured. Gibbs is good. He can catch passes, but he ain't as good as Swift. Not when Swift is healthy. Now, he might be a better healthy guy, so he might do better in fantasy, but he ain't better than Swift, in my opinion. Fraud Midas, he says, lastly, Mike Thomas or Treylon Burks. Thanks. I'm going with Mike Thomas all day. Mike Thomas all day. And G Money says Gibbs would be a bust, in my opinion. He could be. I try not to be so disingenuous, but I didn't draft him none. And so I don't want to, like, the guy is good. He's not a bad draft pick, but if you count on this guy to be, oh my God, he's the number 3 running back. Uh-oh. And I'm not going to do no uh-oh. It's a uh-oh. Uh-oh. If you drafted that guy and counted on him to be a top 3 running back, you could be disappointed. So, guys, make sure you hit the like. Let me see. Okay, I got my homie, CHB. What's up, bro? What's up? Hey, guys, if any of the guys that are members Let me see. I think that's Travis. And you got to be a rook. Let me see who's let me look at my phone real quick. I got to find out who the members, because I do like to invite, before I get out of here, if anybody want to come up, that's one of the nice members. Let me see. Let me see here. Okay, so that's Mr. Anderson, Tatum. Yeah. So guys, in order to come on the live, you have to be at least Pro Bowl tier. So I don't think we got any Pro Bowl tier guys or above in here. So I'm not going to invite anybody up. But guys, I'm not trying to be funny. Y'all know I'm not trying to be funny, but this just the channel growing, and that's just, if you pay for that perk, that's what you get. And I can't just let everybody come up anymore, because guys are paying for that now. Let me see. But he says, "What up, bro? Sucks about Kelsey, but Musgrave is definitely a good pickup. Yes, Musgrave is a beast. Musgrave gonna ball out this year. I said what I said. He's gonna have some nice games as a rookie." KJ says, "Can you see Zach Charbonnet taking over the Seattle backfield? Not if Kenneth Walker don't go down. I can see both of them getting carries, but not take over. Now if Kenneth Walker get hurt, If Kenneth Walker get hurt, But if both of them healthy, I see it being a split, maybe 60-40. Dallon says, "Sun God tonight." Yes, sir. I've been on them. CHB says, "Kicker question: Riley Patterson or Jason Sanders to start?" I'm gonna go with Sanders because he's plays with the Miami Dolphins, and they're gonna score a lot of points. I'm not big on kickers, guys. I'm weak when it comes to kickers. Hey, I'm the consensus. I'm going to look at the rankings. Usually I don't look at no rankings for nothing. When it comes to a kickers, I'm going to all the big channels and saying, "Hey, who should I play?" I don't know who to play, because I just don't really break kickers down like that. But I do know to play the kickers on the best offensive squads. I do know that. And D-Line says, "Happy NFL effing day to all y'all here." Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, guys, I'm going to get ready to get out of here. Y'all be safe. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. And CHB says, "Laugh out loud, didn't hurt to ask." No, sir, bro. You know it. It did not. Let me see. No, it didn't hurt to ask. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, I ain't gonna like I know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna make sure that you know what you're getting, right? I ain't no smoke and mirrors in here. Yeah, guys, so make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content. Let's enjoy the game tonight. I got a lot of content coming, guys. Where Sunday morning, I'm going live. Sunday morning. I'm gonna be there until about 12 o'clock. So I'm gonna try to start. Sometimes it might not go to 12, but 12 is the limit. So I'm gonna start around about 10:30, and I'm gonna answer all the questions up into 12. And it's basically gonna be starts and sits questions, or whatever kind of questions you got. What else I got coming for y'all, guys? I got a Discord for the members. If you're a member, any member, it don't matter if you're rookie crew or what. I got that coming up. You can come there, chop it up with me and a bunch of other guys that really know fantasy football. What else I'm gonna be having? I'm also gonna be doing. So I'm not gonna do it today, but I will be picking the games, doing like a pick 'em each game, who I think is going to win. And I also will be doing a top 10, maybe it could depend from 10 to 20 optimal player list. If you got these players, you should feel great about them. I will be doing that too going forward. And guys, y'all get the algorithm how I'm producing content. It's gonna be Monday. It's gonna be like waiver wire. Tuesday, it's gonna be like another cleanup waiver wire, and then Wednesday it's gonna be like a start and sits, and then Thursday will be another start and sit video. So, like I said, y'all to get everything down. Let me see. I got a couple people that came in. There you go. What's up, Lindell? Let me know, bro, if you want to come up. If you don't, you good. Because he's a phenom crew. If you want to come up, let me know before I get out of here. And Ixuri, what's up, bro? He says, "Hey there, kind of beside myself." Okay. Flex Pacheco going tonight or D-Hop? No, bro. D-Hop all day. Don't you sit no D-Hop. Don't you see no D-Hop, bro? Yeah, D-Hop all day. That's easy. Charlene says, good luck, everyone. Yes, good luck, Charlene. Good luck. And Linda says, Najee or Monty standard as a flex play. I'm going Najee. I'm going Najee because that touchdown upside. And I like Monty, but I'm going with Najee over Monty. Joe Looney says, pick 2 to flex Monty. George Pickens or IU. Pick 2 to flex Monty, George Pickens, or IU. If it's PPR, I'm going IU and Pickens in 4 PPR. If it's half point PPR, I'm probably going IU. I think I got to stay George Pickens and IU. That's tough. I like Monty, but I think I got to stay George Pickens and IU. CHB says Treylon Burks or Pickens. I'm going Pickens all day. Pickens all day. Yes, sir. All right, guys, y'all be safe. I'm going to get out of here. Peace.
Okay, turn me up. They don't want no smoke, I'm in my bag. Bitch, I'm rolling up. They say that shit hot. Hot, bitch, I'm burning up. Yeah, let's talk some business. Ain't no money, I ain't showing up. Don't know how to act. A bunch of country niggas pulling up. Okay, turn me up. Now they say they want that country shit. Okay, now turn me up. Now they see I be that energy. I make them turn me up. Yeah, I know they trying to finish me, but it just turn me up. Turn me up, Jay. Fresh to death on camouflage. Gotta keep a foot up on their necks cause they might sabotage. I ain't come for peace, I brought the mask, about to terrorize. Step. If you ain't hating, nigga, keep that bullshit to yourself. Get my bop on you niggas. Don't never question if I'm a real nigga. I get a lot for you niggas. Bitch, they thought I was finished, but I got a lot for you niggas. Lil John on them niggas. I'm the bra on them niggas. I'm the hottest in the business. Okay, put me in the mix. I can tell you used to lame niggas that ain't this. Think you coming up a bag, you ain't getting shit. You say wanna fuck, but now she see a nigga lit. Country for life in this bitch. Okay, turn me up. They don't want no smoke, I'm in my bag. Bitch, I'm rolling up. They say that shit hot. Hot, bitch, I'm burning up. Yeah, let's talk some business. Ain't no money, I ain't showing up. Don't know how to act. A bunch of country niggas pulling up. Okay, turn me up. Now they say they want that country shit. Okay, now turn me up. Now they see I be that energy. I make them turn me up. Yeah, I know they trying to finish me, but it just turn me up. Okay, turn me up, yeah. I'm like Block Boy, look alive, look alive. I'm married to that money and I keep her by my side. They thought I wouldn't be shit, so why they face look so surprised. You ain't a real nigga, you just pussy in the sky. Whoa, yeah, look at a nigga now. When I put up to the jeweler, I'ma tell that nigga go bust it down. Tryna count the money. Damn, homie, I done lost track of their mind. Turn me up, this that hot shit. It was kinda looking like a drought. I don't do this for the clout, bitch. Okay, turn me up. Do your dance on it. She ain't tryna fuck unless you got some bands on it. Okay, turn me up. Do your dance on it. She ain't tryna fuck unless you got some racks on it. Okay, turn me up. They don't want no smoke, I'm in my bag. Bitch, I'm rolling up. They say that shit hot. Hot, bitch, I'm burning up. Yeah, let's talk some business. Ain't no money, I ain't showing up. Don't know how to act. A bunch of country niggas pulling up. Okay, turn me up. Now they say they want that country shit. Okay, now turn me up. Now they see I be that energy. I make them turn me up. Yeah, I know they trying to finish me, but it just turn me up. Okay, turn me up, Jay. Okay, turn me up.